Este es un video para la tarea 3 del curso sobre Free Learning. Okay, dear students, welcome to the class. In this case, we are going to talk about the Nyms. If you remember, this is part of this course and it's important to be aware about the importance of the names. Okay, if you remember, when we talk about names, we know that they are going to be similar or they are going to be related to each other in the case of meaning or sound. When we talk about names, we are going to also to work with the different fields. In this case, we are going to involve pragmatics, and as well as we are going to involve phonetics, because as we see, meaning deals with pragmatics and some with phonetics. As you see in this slide, we have 4 different types of names. You are going to find more, but I consider that these 4 times are going to be essential in the way that you can really understand, and in the way also that when you are going to be an EFL teacher, you are going to be clear, or they are going to be useful that when you are teaching to your students. In the first type, we have hyponyms. They are going to be words that have similar meaning, but they belong to the same segment of the mind. If you remember, when we talk adult mind, it is going to be a big or large classification. Okay, as for example, in this tree, we have as a domain color that is also named as a hypernym, and as a hypernyms we have purple, red, blue, or green. In some cases, within these hypernyms, we can have a self-classification that is named as a co-hyponyms. In this case, within the hyponyms purple, we can have as a co-hyponyms crimson, violet, and lavender. Okay, and within the colors we have more co-hyponyms and and in this case I invite you to create more co-hyponyms based on the colors that you have there. Okay, and this is one of example of hyponyms. Now we are going to move with the following one. We have synonyms. I think that this one is very familiar for you because they are going to be words that have similar meaning, and also they share the same properties. When you are working with synonyms, it's important that they refer to the same lexical categories. When we talk about lexical categories, don't forget the part of the speech. If, for example, if you are working with a verb, you need to work with a verb. Okay, you are going to find a synonym that is going to be a verb. Okay, as an example, we can say happy, joyful. Okay, in this case, both are adjective. Next one, we have homonyms. In this case, they are going to be words that sound the same but have different meaning and might be spelled the same or differently. As for example, we can say whole. In this case, whole we can refer to entire, okay? Or maybe whole as, for example, I have a hole in my sock, okay? It's a totally different, okay? Even when they are pronounced the same, they are spelled differently. And finally, we have antonyms that are quite similar to the synonyms because they are words that they have the opposite meaning, and it's important here to have be careful with the lexical category. Okay, as you can see here, I'll try to make a summary about the different names, okay, in the way that you can really understand. But what is important is to try to practice with the different names and to be aware about how useful can be done when you are practicing in the language, okay? And that is all in this class, and don't forget that if you have any question, it will be grateful for me to answer all the questions, okay? And thank you, and see you next time.